Alright, today I am going to give you a collection video of all my ZD Toys figures, Mark 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Here are all the ones I have so far. Currently Mark 7 is on pre-order, and also Mark 42 is on pre-order. So you could still get those. With these, I think you can still find them on eBay. For how much, I'm not quite sure, but let's take a look at these. And here's the Mark II box. You basically get the figure. On the front here shows head and the it's more of a portrait shot of the Mark II with the arc reactor right in the center, and then you open up and inside there's another flap with the Mark II on here. And here's the Mark III box. It's exactly the same as the Mark II, but this version is the color version instead of just silver. And then you open up the flaps. Inside there's another card with the Mark III, with the chest opened up. And here we have the Mark IV box. It's definitely nicer, but there's a reactor down here. It's definitely different than the previous, the Mark II or the Mark III. And here you have the Mark IV name right there, and you get pretty much the full figure look over there. And then when you open this up, you would see the Mark IV body with the chest opened up. And on the back, 2, 3, and 4 are pretty much identical with all these Chinese characters here. So I have no idea what they're saying here. Yeah, it's just, I guess, ABS and plastic that I could see, and then that's probably just address, and that's it. Yeah, it is a certified item. It is official item from Marvel and Disney. You can see there's a Disney hologram there. So these are official products. And here we have the Mark V box. It's definitely nicer than all the previous 3 versions. And here's the Mark V full body shot, and then here's the a little headshot of the Mark V right there, and then you see the arc reactor. And then when you open up again, pretty much the same thing. You get a Mark V with an open up chest. Oh no, that one's actually as is. And here they added more photos instead of having just all text, which is nicer this way to add some photos back here. And then on the side here is where you see the Disney hologram sticker. So official product from Marvel. It's just not the US market. And last we have the Mark VI box. Same as the Mark V. You get a full shot of the Mark VI right there, and then a headshot of Mark VI. And here's the arc reactor, and this one is triangle, so when you open up, you see the Mark VI, and then the exposed chest with the triangle arc reactor. And just like the Mark V, on the back you have a few pictures, and on the side here you can see hologram with Disney on it, so it is an official Disney approved product, but just not for the USA market. Alright, and here I have all 5 of them so far. Over on the left, I'll start from the left, we have a Mark III, and the next we have a Mark V, and in the middle Mark IV, and the back there Mark VI, and then all the way on the right is the Mark II. So here are all 5 of them, and they all look fantastic looking. They're all fantastic looking, and paint job, they're all really good for what you're paying for. These cost about $35 to $40 each, and they are a little bigger than the Marvel Legends. They're about 7.5 inches or so, I want to say. But I'll do a little measurement later on maybe, and show you guys exactly how tall they are, but I'll give you a closer look at each one of them. Alright, I'm going to start off with the Mark III. Let me see. It's very accurate. In my opinion, I think it's very accurate to how he looks in the movies, and turned out great. I like it. The only thing missing are light up features, which they're releasing a Mark III with light up features, so I would imagine eventually all the rest of the Marks will have light up features. It does give it a little more life to the figure when the lights are on, because right now they just look like armors with nobody driving them. You can see the arc reactor is not on, lights, the eyes are not on. Let's look at the back side of this guy. And here's the back side of the Mark V, and you can see it does have open flaps. I opened up one of them on this side, and the other one stayed closed. And let's see, this is what it looks like from the back. Alright, and here's a good look at the Mark II, and you can see it looks almost identical to the Mark III, but this is a new sculpt with, well, some of the pieces are new sculpts. Look at the chest. You do have these dents on them, these indentations, and they are definitely in there. They're not painted on or anything like that. Same with the forearm section. All these indentations. So those are brand new. Which resembles the movie version, because this is a prototype. He was still working on this guy, and Mark III was the official release mark that Tony Stark created. So yeah, let's look at the back side of this guy too. And here is the back side of the Mark II, and just like the Mark III, the flaps on the back can be opened, and so yeah, there's the Mark II. One thing I wish they did was make the paint actually a mirror finish, like how it looked in the movie. But it's not, it's just a matte finish type of silver paint on this armor here. And next up we have the Mark IV circular arc reactor, really nice. And design this is quite pleasing to look at. It's definitely an upgrade to Mark III. It has a sleeker design to it, not as cumbersome as Mark III, and but still a very good looking armor. Not one of my favorite armor. My favorite armor is of course the Mark I, and Mark III would be second on my list. Mark IV is a most generic, iconic looking armor, I would say, for Iron Man. It has that traditional red and gold on the armor, and that's about it. Let's look at the back side. And the Mark IV also have flaps that can open. Really good looking armor. And next up we have the Mark V armor, and this was only featured in the movie for about I want to say 2.5 minutes. That was it, but it was cool. It was a cool armor to see how it got on Tony Stark from a briefcase. That was quite nice. I like that transformation quite a bit. And this armor is only red and silver. There's no gold paint anywhere on this armor. And there are no flaps to open up for this one. And lastly we have Mark VI. We have the triangular arc reactor, and this is the latest version ZD Toys has put out. So hopefully we'll get more, because this is the paint job on these are just fantastic. I am happy to pay money for these Iron Man figures. Let's look at the back side. This armor has open flaps back here, and it has your red, gold, and some silver paint. And the next one they're coming out would be Mark 7. So there you have it, all the armors from ZD Toys. And again, the next one they're coming out is Mark 7, and also the following that is Mark 42. Hopefully they'll make Mark 1 soon. I definitely want to finish the original 7, and I wouldn't mind if they start making the House Party Protocol armors. Those are good ones to start on. I would love to get those in some sort of form, toy form, because I don't think any other ones. Well, King Arts has created some of the armors, and also Comic Cave did some, but nobody did all of them. So hopefully, and Hot Toys did some, of course, and hopefully this company will end up doing all the armors. I wouldn't mind buying all of them, because they are pretty affordable, between $35 to $40. They're pretty affordable for something this nice looking, and hopefully they'll do iMonger too. I would love to see iMonger, because that one would look really nice. And hopefully again they'll do House Party Protocol and do all the rest of the armors. I'm happy to continue on with this line there. So there you go. Here's the collection so far, 5 of them, and yeah, once I have more, when the other ones get released, I'll definitely show you guys what they look like. So thanks for watching.